Think of this thing being on your phone as your own guardian angel who is hired to be your personal trainer. Or you could call it your guardian angel.
Now, of course, it wouldn't really be a shake without some ice cubes. So we're going to add some protein.
Sup mates, Evan from evolutionaryaesthetics.com, and in this video I'm going to be doing a quick breakdown of the ultimate guidebook to gains, which I titled the Potent Priorities ebook that I put together. Within this ebook, there are no magical claims, gimmicks, or corner-cutting tricks to help you reach your health and fitness goals. Rather, it doubles down on the basics that have been known to produce results. One of the goals in creating this was to have it answer the vast majority of questions you might come across along your health and fitness journey, so that you can continue on without having to stop and try and research something online and then not having the confidence to know if you're doing the correct thing or not. There will be a link in the video description as well as it being available online for you to download for free. So I'm not trying to sell you anything, but as for how I do plan on receiving any sort of financial gain from doing this is the value for value model, which I'll plug in more detail towards the end of this video. It allows you to determine the value for whatever I've created that you found valuable, and you can assign whatever monetary number that means to you. So $100 to one person might mean $10 to the next, so it lets you contribute in an amount that's comfortable with you. The 4 priorities you'll be focused on, movement, nutrition, sleep, and training, are the most potent tools you have access to, hence potent priorities, for building the physique of your dreams. They will help you get there in the shortest amount of time, but also allow you to sustain this for the long haul. I emphasize the potent priorities with every single client that I take on, and the beauty within them is their applicability. Whether the client has never stepped foot in a gym or is someone who has dedicated decades of their lives in the gym, these priorities are the most potent focus areas to get both of them towards their goals. I'm going to show you how to have the most user-friendly experience with using this book. Once you click on the link to download it, you'll want to put this thing directly onto your phone so you can have access to it without needing any internet or cell service. For the majority of you who have iPhones and use Safari, once you click the link to download, you'll tap that middle icon up arrow and then scroll down so you can save it to your files, where you can either put it directly onto your phone or upload it to your iCloud drive. Once you've got it downloaded onto your phone, you'll be able to zip around relatively quickly with the clickable links in the table of contents. Each page number is a direct link to whatever topic you're interested in looking at. So let's say you wanted to go to the creating a sleep-friendly environment in the resources section. You could tap 129 and it'll take you right there. If you're interested in looking at something else, tap the top of your screen a few times and it should scroll you right back to the beginning where you can repeat the process over again. And then another way to navigate through this thing is swiping right from the left part of your screen, and then it'll give you that left menu just for faster scrolling. The first section of the book is your typical book reading experience of long-form text, and each priority section has subtopics relevant to it. If you're interested on a deeper dive on the potent priorities, I made an entire separate video going deeper into them. The second part of the book, the resources section, will probably end up being the most useful part of this book to you, as it is intended for recurrent use, whether that's on a daily or weekly basis, which is dependent on what you need help with. Think of this thing being on your phone as your own guardian angel who is hired to be your personal trainer, or you could call it your guardian angel. You won't have to worry about if the angel is listening to you or not because it's sitting on your pocket and it's just waiting for you to call upon it. The resources section puts the important aspects of each priority into short, easily digestible sections. The first part has calculators and equations that you can use to help determine your daily caloric expenditure, which can be used to calculate your daily caloric intake and set up macronutrient goals, which can help you manipulate your weight, whether that is gaining weight, losing weight, or remaining at the same weight but improving your body composition. Next is a list of recommended foods, and it puts them on a good, better, best basis for your proteins, fats, and carbs. And the ranking is determined on their micronutrient density and the impact they have on your digestion. Also within this list are things that you'll want to avoid, such as sugar alcohols, which can negatively impact your digestion, and then things like seed oils, which you should be avoiding like grown men do with the high school stardom goblins at the gym. A main point in the nutrition section is emphasizing your digestion, as you aren't what you eat, but rather what you can actually absorb and assimilate. Within this section, there are foods that you may need to limit, which are the high FODMAP foods, as well as some actionable items you can take throughout a day to help improve your digestion. And then along with that are some shit and piss charts, which you can use and see where you're at on this chart, and then it gives you some things you can do to see if you can fix it. This next section, I think, might be one of the more useful tools for many of you who consider yourself the more hardcore bodybuilders. Throughout a bodybuilder's lifetime, there are going to be times where they have to either, one, eat far less than they want to when they're trying to get super shredded, or two probably eat far more than they want to when they're trying to get huge. So to help combat that, there are things within this. So say you're trying to get super lean and you're eating way too few calories. Here are some actionable items you can take to satiate your appetite. And then if you're on the other hand where you're just trying to pound food, there are some actionable items you can do to stimulate your appetite. For those of you who have less experience with meal prep or just simply coming up with ideas for meals, this section starts off with giving you a framework for what an ideal may look like. And then after that, it goes through a long list of sample meals in varying ranges of sizes. And the smallest meals are like 250 calories, and then the super big ones are over 1,000. The supplement industry can be shady as hell, and many people are taken advantage of due to the advertisements controlling their emotions and lack of knowledge. And even I still find myself buying products that I thought were useful, and then I'll find out later that the ingredient I thought I was purchasing was switched out for some bullshit version of it. This pre-workout section helps you sift through all the bullshit that you'll come through across most pre-workouts within a supplement store. It goes through ingredients that you'll want to look for depending on what your goal is, and then it gives you some dosages that you want to look for in the products as well, along with giving you things to avoid, whether they're inefficacious doses, a shittier version of something else that might work, or just something that's not safe for you to take. The next part of the resources section gives you tips and tricks to help improve your sleep, whether that's within the environment itself, things to regulate your nervous system, and then giving you some breathing and meditation practices which can help with your sleep as well. The last section of this resources part of the book ends with training related things. So let's say that you are running your own training and you want to look for new ways to achieve progressive overload, or in this case I use the term increasing your workout stimulus. There are 9 different ways here that you can increase your workout stimulus without adding weight. And then if you do want to add weight, here are 4 things to keep in mind to make sure that you're doing it safely. If you are looking for something new within your training programming, I have free workout programs available for you to follow on my website, along with full video breakdowns for how to properly run them so you're getting the most bang for your buck with the effort you're putting into the gym. And then this ends with some common terms that you'll find within the programs I run, and then how you want to breathe as you're in the gym. And then the last thing within this section is the amplify technique, which it might take a few tries for you to really understand what it will do for you, but it's very effective if you're going to do a set, like a heavy top set, or going for an all-time PR. So that's all I've got for you in this video. If you find value from this book or anything else that I've created, you can support evolutionary aesthetics through the value for value model. A link to do this will be in my video description as well as on the support tab of my website. If you elect to do the one-time donation, please leave a note or a message within it saying why you donated that much, and upload any progress photos you have as well. In the future, I'm going to be making videos showing off your results and giving my appreciation for your support. The second way to support evolutionary aesthetics is by signing up for one of the sustaining subscription play plans. No matter the route you take, every dollar that you donate equals 1 pound, and over time the amount you've donated will hopefully increase. So as the total increases, you'll reach the 135 pound, 225 pound, or 315 pound clubs. Once you reach each club, you'll receive something for free as a way of me showing you my appreciation. Check my website to see what the incentives are for once you get to each club. Thanks for watching, and you'll see me in the next video.